Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're going to have a Sewing Tuesday today, and before we start, I want to say thank you for joining me. If you like this content that you see, please think of subscribing and give it a thumbs up. So today we're going to make ruffles, but differently. So I have a dear friend of mine that I've had since elementary school. Hi, Rebecca. She is making an apron and needed some help with gathering. So I'm gonna show her how to do this, but we're also gonna use it as do the twist and make ruffles this way for our junk journals. So normally what she was doing is making an apron and say this is your top apron, which is always smaller, and then you want your ruffle right here, which would be a longer piece. So this is how we're going to go about and do this. So you ruffle this so it would be all the same. So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to throw this into our autumn journal. I know most people are like working on Christmas, and I'm not. That's okay though. So here we go. Let me show you really quick. I'm going to take you off this. Hopefully don't get dizzy. All right, so we're going to be using a different fabric. This is the second time I've tried to record this. I'm trying to record this. So when you do this gathering, you want your stitch length to be the longest possible. So for my sewing machine, each of these little dots represent how close your stitch is. So you actually you don't want it to go closer. You want this to actually go to the furthest stitch length possible. And then with these, you want your pull. This takes a lot of extra thread. See how much thread I have on there? It's a lot. And then just put it under here. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. Maybe not. Normally, you'd want to gather it like right on the edge. But so that's where you're going to want to sew, Rebecca, is on the edge. So for this, I'm doing it right in the middle. Come on, hold on. Okay, and you just kind of let it go. As you could see in the back, it's starting to gather in the back. There we go. And I have, see how that's gathering already? That's what you want. So the rest of this video will be shown with the other fabric for our fall journal. Thanks. Okay, hopefully the lighting is okay for you guys. So now you just kind of go and work its way down. And say this is what we're trying to, for her, not for, and you just kind of work it. Now, our next time we're going to show you, I'm going to do 2 stitches and show you guys the different effect a 2 stitch versus a 1 stitch will do. But you just keep going about. See, like this is almost the right size for this little thing. So just kind of work it down, keep working it down. There we go. And then for you, this is what you would do. You would just take this, and even it up, you know, make sure your ruffles are all even, and then sew it that way. But for those of us who are going to put this in a journal, look how fun, a different kind of ruffle, how fun would that be on your edge or on a pocket? So we're going to just keep working this all the way down because I want this ruffle down here. Now this should be like, you could totally put this right onto a page. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how I do a 2 with this little one. Okay, so when it gets, okay, remember we want the longest stitch length possible. Well, let me spit that out there. Quite a bit of string release. And we're gonna sew like right. Okay, you want a long thread to cut. Now we're going to make this one just as long, and we're going to go right beside that. Like I would put my pressure foot on the side. Let me zoom you guys closer. Okay, just a second, sorry. So okay, so as you can see, I have this, and I'm putting my pressure foot right on that side. Here we go. So you keep that width right like that. Okay. Now, let's gather this up. Look at all this, these ends. Look, crazy. Okay. So now we're going to take our top 2 threads, and you want to hold on to them at the same time when you're gathering them. So I have my bottom 2, here are my top 2, and I'm just going to pull them at the same time. And it takes a little bit more because there's 2. gives you a different look. Okay, so here's the difference. We have this one, and then we have this kind. Now, I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to pull out my book, and we're just going to add them straight in. All right, so this is the journal we've been working on. That is our fall, and we have not used any digitals with. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time and decorate with it. Kind of. Fun. Okay. You wind up with a lot of extra threads when you do stuff like this. And you don't really want to cut them until you either sew in your piece or you glue it onto your page. But I like, there is a lot of open right here. So let's glue this right in here. Okay, so I'm going to use Fabric Fix and just get a dab of glue on here if I can. It's kind of okay. That should work. Okay. Make sure your abundance amount of thread is, because you are going to trim that thread. You don't need it all on there. Unless you really want it on there. I know a lot of people like thread in their journals. Okay, so I'm just going to start gluing that down. And there we go. Now we just need to take our scissors and I'm going to snip right there and snip right down here. So we have all that thread gone. But what I'm going to do next is take a little bit of this glue and just put it right there. That way, squeeze it down so it goes onto that page. That way I don't want it to unravel, you know, because you only have that one thread. And like with this, there's no room for it on the bottom, so I'm just gonna like kind of tuck it under right there. There we go. So here's what we normally do for our ruffles. Look how fun that is. And then here's the other ruffle, you know. Gives it a totally different look with the two. And we're going to put this on a page. But I just did these the other day, and look how big these are. But still, look at the difference between this type of ruffle and this type of ruffle. And you can still kind of move it around if you wanted to on your page just to get it to where you want, get it glued a little bit better. But there we go. Look how cute that is. All right, so I think we're going to put, you're on this side, so let's put that other ruffle on this side and right here. There we go. So 2 different kinds of ruffles that we can use on our pages. How cute they look. And actually I'm going to squeeze this down a little bit further. Luckily it's not totally dry yet, so I can make that a little bit more. Let's add some glue right in here. Alright. So I have some pockets and stuff. I can't find all the stuff I made to decorate this stuff with. But we do have our awesome, we have some clusters. We have our no-sew, which I love. Look at how cute these are. Okay, we're going to
put this right up here and put here we go, a fun belly band.
All right, so here we are. We got quite a bit of it decorated. It's getting there a little chunkier. So I hope, let me know. I'm really curious which ruffle you guys like, whether it's this one with the 2 stitches or this one with the 1 stitch. And thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Bye.